Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel, and in this episode I will be working on my Rover P6 project and exactly on these two beautiful carburetors. They are SU carburetors, SU, the model is SU carburetors. As you saw on my previous episode about Rover P6 project that I'm working on now, I removed these carburetors because they were leaking, and now I will disassemble them, clean, will make a new gasket and put everything back together. So stay with me and we will go detail by detail through this process. So we have two carburetors and I have some tools to work on. Okay, so to make it easier, I will put first one on a side and we will start from this one. First thing is very important, we have to remove the gasket because I will need this one that we can make later new one, and this will be an example. I'm doing it very slowly because I don't wanna damage totally, just to have the low. Okay, we have one example. Later we will make a new one. Okay, next step. We have removed I have removed the gasket. Okay, let's try to okay, so as you can see, the main problem here for leaking was this rubber part. You see, here we need this part we need. I will order a repair kit probably because I thought here is a gasket, but here is not. Okay, we can move on. So this part is just don't forget to put everything in place, not to lose. Okay, and what we have here? I'm just looking now the condition in general. To understand how bad or how good it was working, and here not so bad. In general it was working carburetor, just little bit leaking and so on. Okay, so you can see I will unscrew this part also, but in general it's very easy, it's not so many parts. I will do the same with another carburetor also, and the next stage will be, you know, to clean everything and order the repair kit. And after I will order the repair kit and clean the parts, it will be possible to put everything back together. So now I want to, I'm waiting for the gasket for this cover because I don't have them. And you know, the problem is that after the Brexit everything is so slow. I cannot order the parts to get them fast, so I'm looking now from some things from our devices to use a gasket. Meantime, let's talk about this gasket. This gasket goes between the carburetor and the intake manifold. And you know, even I have in here, I found, but it's so cheap, crappy, it's very bad gasket. Don't use this one. Even in a kit, when you buy a gasket kit, sometimes they have this one. I have found a professional material. This is 1 millimeter thick paranit. And so let's make a total new gasket. I will show you how I do. It's easy, simple, interesting process. And so we're doing local now. How you call it? Put in a comment how you call this process. Instead of pencil. In general, okay, I broke this. Okay, for that purpose, for the holes, making holes, I have a very nice device. In general here we have, what do we have? 8.5. So let's say for that purpose we take at the beginning 8 millimeters and we can make very nice hole. We can use a see how you can make a hole. So something similar now, yes. You see, it's not so difficult. You just need, you know, patience, time, and to have some. Otherwise, it can be difficult without an. One millimeter thick is the right thick for the gasket between carburetor and intake. Yes, this is totally home-built gasket. But it's fun, it's okay, you know. Step by step. Oh, you see, but this is very nice way to make a hole. And you know, you have to use for wood. So we have in the middle such a, you know, dip where you can make it nice. You need to drill a little bit more. Just do it slowly. Okay, you see, we have this check. Oh, you see, I'm pretty much accurate. Not a big deal. Almost. Still need to work now regarding the inner hole. Okay, so you know, I will use some other tools to make it hole much more nicer, but in general it's a good stuff, you know. We will have a brand new nice gasket suitable for that purpose. So I did the second one, the better one, without filming, you know. Somehow I'm still, you know, I'm still very young YouTuber. For me, Working on camera is also not so easy. But you know, the idea is, of course, you can use this one, the rubber one, the shitty one, you know, and you will need to use a lot of sealing. Idea is also the inside hole, you know. You check that, you know, it doesn't block the fuel, air and fuel, and it's okay. Because what I wanted to show you, yes, you will think, yes, you can order new, nice one and so on, but you know, nowadays, you know, we have a quarantine, we have maybe apocalypses, and have some shit in life, and you know, maybe you have in garage a car, you don't have what to do. I wanted to show you that, you know, with regular, simple tools in life, you can, you know, do stuff. This is most important. You have to know how to find a way from any situation. So yes, and I will still, when you have not so nice inside hole, I use a Dremel also, you know, to make it the corners and so on. But as I said, you know, it's important to know the solution and the way how to do it. As you see, this is a rubber one. And this is nice, 1 millimeter Paranit original material you put, and it works, you know, everything nice, and it's gonna be good new gasket, less sealing. By the way, this one, Victor Reigns, this is the best sealing. I only use this one. Nobody is paying me for that, you know, yet. So I'm just showing you that this one to go in all projects what you're working on your cars also. Okay, so let's suppose we have this one. I am waiting now the main gasket because I found a engine gasket kit for the Rover V8, and these ones, but these ones are for here, you know, for the terminal for the airbox. And in this kit, I don't have the right one that it goes, that I need. This is for the plunger. The plunger is working here. You know, we have to check in general the main idea of this one. You don't need to disassemble everything. This is one tip I will tell you. Like in the situation like I have now, that, you know, it is not a full restoration. You know, I don't need to make it everything perfect. This is still Mad Max car, you know. In a plunger, this is the idea, to check if it works in the valve is closing, because, you know, here the fuel comes, and this valve is most important. If it closes and it works, it's okay. So, the same here. I have cleaned everything, nice working, everything is good. So, as I mentioned, I'm waiting now this to have here a sealing, and we can close the carburetor and to check if everything is okay. And this is the gasket for the carburetor and intake manifold. So, as I mentioned, everything is checked. Now I have a new ring gasket, and we can, okay, it should be like this. We can close the chamber. I already did one, and now is second. Okay, so now don't forget that here you have how to say, you have to insert correctly through this side. Otherwise you cannot put everything is checked, clean. Maybe look not so nice because I don't have ultrasonic cleaner, but in future I will have ultrasonic cleaner that I can clean much better all these parts. But as I mentioned, idea is not to do a totally rebuild shiny stuff because this car is more, as I mentioned, Mad Max style, patina style, so it needs to be in a working condition, everything. So, as you can see, I did a small rebuild of the carburetors because I had, as I mentioned, leaking floating chamber. Everything else was okay, engine was working and so on. So now I have here new gaskets, so let's hope that it's not gonna be leaking anymore. And we can put them back on the car, on the engine. So that's it for today. If you're interested in much more detail how to rebuild carbureting full with everything what is inside and so on, please comment. I will do another video for that purpose. And for today is everything. That's it. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel. There's gonna be more videos, more other episodes about the Rover P6, about other cars like Alfa Romeo, Spider I am working on, other cars and so on. Please also comment what is your dream car, what car you would like to see how I build, because soon I will buy a new project, new car that needs to be done for the next year, for next season. So thank you one more time, greetings from Vilnius and see you next time. Bye!